recognize schools and also accredit schools. And one of the areas that they've done is they play with an area called the school profile. So if you'll notice on your notice sheet, there's a link down here. It's called schoolqualityvirginia.gov. And if you pop up that website, you're going to go back to the one we had up. All right, this is what will pop up, okay? And you can access that on the web page, all right? It's too much information to print out on the older school report card. And so it's a ton of information. I want to show you what you can access. We'll look at Alleghany County Public Schools tonight. The division. It takes a while to load because there's a lot of information in there. And so what it does is it gives you, if you put your cursor over here, it's going to give you information that's hard to see, okay?
So it's fully accredited.
Okay. No, I'm talking about, yeah, but right in here. Every one of these you hit on, okay, will tell you information about what you're actually looking at. So it'll talk fully accredited, reading proficiency. Come on over here, maybe it'll show up over here. No, last 3 years. Oh, that's weird. No, that's not showing up. And so you can go, and each link is in there. So you can go reading proficiency. If you can scroll down.
Are you looking for the description of the?
Yes.
It's the little round button in the black bar at the top.
Yeah.
Hover over that. Where it says, yeah, to the right. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, but actually if you go over any of these bars, it will tell you the exact percentage they're doing. Okay, you can hit each link, it will tell you each one. Okay, and so then that's a snapshot. You might not be able to scroll, won't scroll down. Okay, there's a lot of information on there. Hit accountability, the link to accountability.
This website's long.
It takes a while.
It's
Yeah. And so you can go and scroll and see. There you go. Okay. And again, if you click on there, it will show you different things. Partially accredited. It talks about fully accredited. Obviously, for us, we only have 5 schools. Go ahead back up to the bar at the top. And hit assessments. Okay, so it'll talk about 2013-14, 14-15, 15-16. That's reading performance. And again, if you touch on any of the bars, okay, it'll tell you. It tells you exactly what they are. And so you can get a wealth of information. And it's trying to show schools what they truly look like versus just the accreditation piece. Okay, and again, if you go back up, you have enrollment, college and career readiness, finance. Still working on learning climate. All that they have in learning climate right now are attendance and discipline, so that's still being defined. But you can get a wealth of information about all the school divisions in the Commonwealth as well as all schools in the district. And so one of the things that we spoke about is looking at gradeschools.org. Okay, what are they looking at when they measure our schools? And so this information is really relevant. The thing about it, it's so much information that you can't print it out like you could on the old school report card. It's a ton of information, and it's our job to make sure that information is updated. So as this continues to update, we'll keep providing you updates of what we used to look at called the old school report card. Mary Jane, am I missing anything there?
No, both the school report cards and the new accountability system are available on the DOE webpage. They had an open invitation to anybody who wanted to weigh in on what should be included in the new school quality profile, and that was during the fall. They got a lot of responses. Certainly the majority of responses came from teachers, board members, administrators. Although some were parents and some had dual roles, but they got a lot of information back, and the state board is in the process of trying to process exactly what they want included in the final product.
Yeah. It's very thorough. I do think it's a fairer measure than what we've been looking at. Yeah. Some of the details have got to be worked out. One is, again, the amount of information on there and how fast it loads makes a difference as well. And you can be hardwired, and it still takes a while. I went down to testify about a month ago, about this and about what we want to take a look at, and as they move forward, each month, they're going to relook at one aspect of it. So, any questions on that?
I have a question on the college and career readiness
Go ahead.
under AP achievement.
Uh-huh.
It looks like, our pass rates are so low. Is it because, our counselors encourage our students to take the test even though they know that there might be less than a 50-50 chance of them passing the test or whatever? And it looks like to me, as a school division, we get penalized for that.
We do.
So you don't want to encourage students to take the test who's not going to pass the test.
And that's how you look at it, how do you look at data, okay? And so that's very important as you notify, because with AP testing, I know some school divisions that make everybody take it. If they take it, it's horrible. Others are very selective on who they take. So do we want to play the game? And I would be of mind that if a student wants to take and feels challenged, I would encourage that student to take it. And we can explain that on there, okay?
Yeah, but aren't a lot of these other sites using that data though, in terms of telling whether or not we've got
Yes.
a good school or not?
Yes, yes. And GreatSchools.org is one of those that does exactly that. As we're looking at it, getting into the data with GreatSchools.org, tomorrow, the principals don't quite know this yet, but tomorrow we're actually going to take a look at GreatSchools.org and some of the criteria that they're using so we can start making sure our criteria is answered. But I would maintain that if it came down to that, or a student who wants to be challenged to take that and get a horrible AP score, I would want that student to take that test as well, because that's a good opportunity for a student to do well. But you're right, there are some schools that are selective on who takes AP tests.